Hello? Hello? I'm gonna assume you can hear me. Hello and welcome to this early Joy stream. We heal your... No, we don't do that anymore. We play games, mostly. Today, we're gonna be playing Kerbal Space Program, one of my favorites, as you may know. Let me just... 1 second. We're live! Tweet. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Kerbal Space Program. Today, we're gonna try to build... I hope the music isn't too loud. Maybe I turn it down just a smidge. It's probably fine. We're gonna be building the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Chang'e 5 Chinese moon rocket. And I don't know, maybe you've heard of this, maybe you haven't. I knew a little bit about it because I knew China was like flying things to the moon. I knew they had the Chang'e 4 landed there. I don't know what else it did. I think that was probably just a test of the landing stuff that they were gonna do for this mission. Since maybe y'all don't know a ton about it, because I didn't know a ton about it until recently. Let's go over what exactly it is. Whoop. We're here now. So, the Chang'e 5 it's not a manned mission, because that would have definitely made news. I think China doesn't really like exposing a whole lot about this. Like, they'll give quiet little press releases, but they're, you know, if your rocket fails, you kind of look like a dumbass. I think it was, I don't remember how long ago, but a little bit ago that, what was it, Israel, I think, tried to do something, land something on the moon, and then their frickin' computer had to reboot, and then by the time it rebooted, it was like already plummeting into the moon and just cratered real hard, and everyone was watching, and they were like, oh, well, that's that. There's a few million down the hole for pretty much nothing. So we'll go over, let me switch this. We'll go over a little bit about how it works. Is this the one? Okay, well, we could look at this one. This is what it looks like, which is good for us because I'm pretty sure I can build something almost exactly like that, at least looks like that in Kerbal Space Program. Kind of a neat little rocket. I don't know exactly how it works. I know it uses liquid fuel. It's got pretty much your regular orbital stages and such. I think the part up at the top is where all the stuff is in, the important stuff is encased, and that stuff, whoa, let's move that out of the way. Is this the one? Whoa, whoa. Looks like this. Now, the interesting thing about Chang'e 5 is it has a very like similar like flight profile. Ooh, we'll get that out later. Very similar flight profile to an Apollo mission in that what it does is the service module you see down there, pretty much like once it's on its way to the moon, this is all that's left of the rocket. So the service module does all the little adjustments and then gets it into orbit around the moon. And then that stays in orbit while the lander and ascent unit, kind of the top half of this thing, breaks off and goes down, lands on the moon. It's got a little drill on it, so it can like drill into the moon, pick up some samples there, and it also has like a little autonomous scoop, so it can pick up dirt from the surface. So it's just there to get like moon dirt samples. They want to, you know, you can never have too many moon rocks and moon dirt, because it's fun. So yeah, so that's sort of the central part of it. Let's move that down, and then we can look at, what is it? This one? This one? This one? No, that's the big one again. This one? Yeah. So I'm gonna like cover myself up a bit so you can see it. But yeah, we have our big, the big rocket with the boosters and everything. Pretty cool looking thing. Chinese flag on it. Then we have our chunk in the middle. And then so that the lander lands, like I said, it drills. You got your claw grabbing sample. And then the top half of that takes off and goes back to the orbiter. So it takes off from the surface, goes back to the thing orbiting around the moon. And then apparently it transfers the samples over to this super tiny return vehicle. So it basically leaves most of this behind except for this tiny little return rocket, which then it even drops that, and all you get once it comes back is basically a little canister filled with moon crap, and it drops via parachute. I mean, that's pretty neat because there's no people flying this. Apparently, how it works, it's all autonomous. There's no pilots at all. It's all computers doing it. So like once it gets close to the moon surface, it uses like lasers, visual imaging, probably a little AI type programming to like decide on where it's gonna land, so it doesn't like land on a freaking boulder and fall over, because you don't want that to happen. Yeah, it uses it's all, and so the people, I guess, at the Chinese Space Agency are just watching it happen and hoping that their programming works out. So that's pretty neat about it. It's just all automatic. So we're gonna try to build this in Kerbal Space Program. I don't know how far we're gonna get into it. I mean, if we're super lucky, we can do it today. But knowing Kerbal Space Program as I do, we're probably gonna explode and fail several times. So we might not do the whole mission, but if we can at least land on the moon with the lander. Heck, it might just be difficult getting something like this in orbit. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what our goal is, but we're going to start building it. That's the plan. We're going to start building it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. What? Oh, by the way, where this is right now, it's on this last. The news that just happened was that it has docked with the orbiter. It transferred the samples, and now it's at this little stage where it's returning. So like just after the dock with the orbiter, the little rocket with the sample thing on the end, that's basically where it is right now, and it should be back in a few days. I don't know exactly when. But so far it's pulled off its mission impeccably. And so it just has to get the little sample thing back. And that's what we're waiting on. It takes a little while to get back from them, a few days. Usually about a week. So that's our plan. I think we could probably jump into the game now. Let me see. Jump over to the game. Whoop, forgot to set that up. It's fine. Whoop, I think we have to unmute it maybe. Can we hear the game? Oh, there we go. I think you should be able to hear the game now. Okay. So that's our plan. We're gonna build China's rocket. We're gonna try to I don't know with the hang on. Are we going to, because this music's gonna keep going. That's fine actually. We're gonna try to build as close to this as we can in Kerbal. I don't know if how accurate we're gonna be able to get it. I mean, Kerbal has like drills and stuff. I don't know if they're the right size. There's all different parts. But we're gonna go for it. We're gonna do as close as we possibly can to that mission profile we just saw, which I might bring up here on this screen occasionally, just to remind myself. But we're gonna start a new one. I don't know what we call it. We're going sandbox on this one. If we did career, this would take for frickin' ever. Which I think we're just gonna Chang'e? Chang'e? I think that's how you pronounce it. Chang'e. And if this loaded properly, we should have. Hey! We have a little China flag. So sandbox, Chang'e, we have our China flag, difficulty options. I don't think that really matters. That doesn't really matter for us if we're doing sandbox, and it's yeah, we're gonna want quick loading and quick saving. Yeah, that normal's fine. Normal's fine. Start. And here we are. Yeah, I know. Thanks, I've got it. Oh, wait, we have to go through all of these and say thanks, I've got it. Yeah, got it. Oh, oh, there's our flight engineer. I haven't. Oh, I did not adjust that. That's probably fine. I usually like to set that up a little better. But it's whatever. So where's a good place to start? Let's just hop into the assembly building. Got it. Hope that game audio is not too loud. It's a little loud for me. I'll turn that down. Oh, it turns that down for everybody. Okay. Okay, I think that should be all right. Whoops. So what do we want to start with? We need our core central thing here. How big is this versus this? If we want small, small, small on this, I think. What are these? Scientific payloads? Maybe we want that? I don't know. These are kind of new to me. There are a few new parts since I played this last, but I think yeah, I think we're gonna let's get rid of this. I think we're gonna go with the regular tiny Probodyne hex. And what we want to do. Oh, you could just slap flags on the side now. Neat. Probably we want to parachute. This is probably the best place to start is with the thing that comes out. It's best to work backwards on rockets, I find. So we're gonna start with our return thing, the thing that's gonna land. Yeah, see, here's the drill, but it's freaking enormous. That's not gonna work. I don't think our vehicle's gonna be this big, and this doesn't really get samples anyways in KSP. So we're gonna start with that. I believe there's a smaller one. Maybe we could use that. Cargo storage unit. I think maybe this is gonna be our sample thingy. So this is gonna stand in for the thing that's gonna finally return back with all the moon dirt. And I don't know if there's... Is there a tiny, tiny heat shield? That's not tiny. That's not tiny. A little tiny, tiny one? That probably will help. Because we don't want our samples to burn up on re-entry. I think that'll be good. And we probably want... Well, we're gonna need... Alright, this is the thing that's gonna return all by itself. It still needs a tiny return rocket that takes it from the moon to... From the moon to Kerbal. So I don't think we're gonna need a ton there. What's a tiny? We need tiny pieces. Where's the tiny pieces? Oscar B? We're gonna want to decouple it. Is this the small one? The smallest one? Yeah, yeah. And an itty bitty rocket. The tiniest little rocket. Twitch. Is that good? I mean, there is a smaller one if I remember. The ant? Oh, that's very tiny. That does give us a lot of delta V. What was that, 1300? What's the other one give us? What's this one? 1000? 1000's enough to pull that off. I think it only takes like 300 or something to get back from Mune. Do we want batteries, or are we just gonna... We don't want to lose power. We don't want to lose power, because that would be pretty sucky. So we'll just put some panels, maybe on here, because this thing has charge. Only 10 though. And it doesn't have any way to move itself, but I don't think it'll need it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna like have it fall back. So the engine will make sure we're at a right trajectory, then we'll just decouple and we'll just have this fall back by itself. So we'll probably just put the panels on down here. Just turn them. No, not that way. 3 of them maybe? 3 of them? Is that gonna be enough? We'll see. Now we have to build something around this. If I, which one is it? Hang on. To bring up my picture. Find my picture. Do. Not sure where to put that. I'm gonna shrink it down. Whoop. There's our little reminder. So we need the service module on the Hujima What's It. We need... What's probably the best way to do that? Gonna need another decoupler. decoupler. Another little one, I think. And then for our service module, we don't need any of that. Communication, no. Payload. Service bay, that's... You know what, that looks pretty good. I think there's a... Oh, that's a big one. I don't think it's that big in the picture. If this is our... This is our doohickey. I think this thing's too much of a heckin' chongus. So yeah, we'll go with the 1.25. And what are we gonna want in here? Probably some batteries. How big is this one? Oh, that's too big. Let's go with the little battery. And maybe we're gonna want a fuel tank. How big of a fuel tank? Can we fit it inside? Is that reasonable? Is that gonna connect, or do I have to? Where's the little ones? This holds very little. Xenon, we're not using that. They sometimes retexture things in this, and I can't remember which thing does which thing. Oscar B? Another one of those, maybe? That might not be enough. This is our service module. We're going to want more fuel than that. More fuel than that. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Also hard to tell the size of these. That's a super big one. Where's just the tiny ones? This one? We're getting there. One second to find it, folks. It's still too big for our purposes. What do we want? Where is it? Where is it? I mean, that might work. Although it's still too much. This one? That's pretty much the same size, isn't it? 198. 45. Oh no, that's the one. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got batteries. From our picture there, we've got some solar panels on the side. I'm pretty sure I know which ones those are. Not 3x2, 1x6. Slap them about there. Yeah. Oh no, we don't want 3 of them. 2 of them. Yes. Okay. Do we need anything else in there? We got fuel, we got electricity. I don't know what any of these do. These are all new parts to me. Programmable parts? It's been a while since I played this. Rotation servos. Oh! We are going to want some kind of flight control. So we can either use RCS or maybe my favorite one is the wheels. The wheels. Stabilizers. Oh, that's a big one. Small inline reaction. Where is our center of mass? Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, it might be better to switch these. Put it more towards the center of mass. I find that helps. I think that's probably all we need for that. It's kind of a bit taller than it is in the picture, but I don't know, we might change the design later, but I think this is okay for now. Put maybe just a small engine on it? Or should we just do like a regular engine? It looks like a small engine. It looks like this one, honestly. Okay. Okay. So maybe we should just test this first before we build the rest of it, before we build the lander part. Maybe it'd be a good idea to just run it like a real space program. Test it stage-wise, test it each bit before you try to do the whole mission at once, because that always fails. So what we want to make a nose cone. Fan shroud. Fan blades. Oh yeah, they did add a whole propeller thing. Oh geez, I haven't messed with that at all. Like I said, it's been a while. But I think we want... Which one is it? It's not just a nose cone. Maybe it's this one. Is this what it's supposed to be? Boop. Take that off. Put this on? Is this... No, that's not the right part. I want the fairings. There's a tiny nose. That is a tiny nose cone. Did they move it somewhere? They wouldn't have removed them. Oh, there they are. They're in payload for some reason. So I think we can... do it like that. Clamshell, edit fairing, delete fairing. It's all probably fine. Slap that on there. Okay, okay. Starting to look reasonable. Although actually, I don't think it actually, maybe, actually, hang on. I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. I think it's more like the slightly bigger one. And the whole thing is supposed to go in there. So we're gonna need another decoupler. Another decoupler, then we can slap this on there. And we'll just encase this whole thing, I guess. And I don't know how stable that's gonna be. What we want is thermal, electrical, structural, yes, these. Just so it doesn't wobble too much inside of here. We'll just strap it down a little bit. Structural integrity, more struts. So I'll just move this up a bit. Okay, that's looking okay for a first test rocket. I think we can just build the, try to make it look like in the picture. We can build the rest of this. Is that this size? No, it's slightly bigger. This size? No, too big. Which one are we? .5 meter. Oh, it doesn't really say in the description, does it? Oh, there we go. No, 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 no. Just clicking through like crazy people. This one? No, jeez. No. What are we looking for? What do we need? We don't need an adapter. There's so many. So many. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, I think we're onto something. Maybe another one of those. Make it orange. Engines. Pretty standard. Just pretty standard. Swivel engine. No, not that one. I think these are really big. Actually a little smaller. Skiff? What's this one say? Alright, so we have, let's see, 2,000, then our bottom stage. Let's make sure our stages are right here. $2,000, is that going to be enough? I'm trying to remember my Kerbal Space Program numbers. I believe it's 500. We might have to adjust the tank sizes or something. This skiff should be enough to do something. We are going to be adding weight once we actually build the entire thing with the lander and whatnot. We're just taking it one step at a time. Radial decoupler. Now in the picture it looks like it has four side engines. Actually, maybe we don't need two of these. Maybe we can go one big and one small. Yeah. Yeah. One big, one small. Maybe that's too small. It's looking alright. Decouplers. We're gonna just slap four of those on the side here. Oh, not there. There. We're going to... One thing I do know about these is that it's all like liquid fuel combination, so we're not going to use any solid rocket boosters. It's going to be all liquid fuel. And apparently the different the lifting part of it, the part that gets it into orbit, is called the Long March, and there are several variations of those. This one should be using the Long March 5 for the Chang'e 5. So gonna want some more fuel tanks. Maybe just some of these. Am I lining this up right? Yeah. And then we want to trying to remember what button does what here. So way to shift these. It's been so long since I've built something in this. How do you... 1, 2. Ah. There we go. Offset. Offset it downward a bit. This is going to be a lot of power, actually. But I think in the picture they're supposed to... It kind of all does look like the same size. Shall we use smaller fuel thingies? I don't know if there is one that's not... Maybe these would work? No, that's just liquid fuel only. That's not going to work. Maybe these. Maybe these are the ones. Well, let's see. Let's check the aerodynamics thing. If there's... We need the tilty... We need these. I don't know if there's different size of those. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I don't think we need these. I think we need these. Yeah. Couple of those. We'll shift it down about there. We'll put on our nose cones. If Kerbal will let us. Oh, it's still too big. Is there a different tilty one? Oh, it's gonna mess with our visual design if it doesn't, if there's not one the right size. Which ones are these? Doesn't say what size. These are too small. That looks dorky. It looks so dorky. But ideally, I mean, it's supposed to look something like that. Fuel tanks. We'll have to try to find something. Is this the right size? Our side engines keep getting smaller and smaller. Oh, jeez. Is there a longer one than this? Yes. Okay. Okay. I think these are the ones we're gonna go for. Duplicate, drop it down, offset a little bit. We're getting there. We're getting there. Back to the nose cones. Tilty guy. Rotate. Uh-huh. That's looking something like it. That's looking not too bad. Now for engines for those, what do we have? Reliance probably good enough. Structure. Structure. Just gonna move in here. Try not to get lost in the rocket. I think there. I'll just slap that on the side. Okay, so those are all good. Well, this should at least this should get us somewhere. You get out of here. You get out of here. See, I think okay. So yeah, we're gonna test out our things. We want. I don't know. I doubt because not many things use this. I doubt the Chinese rocket does do the fuel transfer that I'm about to do here, which KSP fans will know as asparagus staging. We're just going to keep it simple because I'm pretty sure the way the rocket IRL works is you will just drop all four of these side things at the same time. But we're going to do it just for efficiency's sake. So we're going to check our staging. We're going to fire all our rockets at once. We're going to, we need our decoupling. Okay, that is the decoupling. And then, no, we don't want the fairing. Well, maybe we do. Okay, we'll do the fairing, then we'll break apart, and we'll fire the little engine. Which one is this one? That's that break apart. That's that engine. We could probably couple those together. And finally we bust that apart. And okay, so that's, we checked our staging. We checked our staging. We've got a ton of delta V. A ton of delta V. This should go just fine. Oh crap, what's the rocket look like again? Uh, the fins on this thing. 1 second, I have to find my reference image again. Whoa! I made it too big. Can't really tell where the... Guessing the fins are on the side rockets? That's what it looks like? Okay. Fins are on the side rockets. So we're gonna want some fins. They look fairly simple. Um, just a regular winglet? That's probably fine. That's probably fine. Cool. We'll probably call this Chang'e 1, because we're not at 5 yet. We'll have to work up to that. We just want to, right now what we're doing is we're going to test that our launch system works. We're going to test that the canister, if we can get into orbit, that the canister works. So like we don't burn up on re-entry, because that would suck. Go all the way to the moon, pick up some rocks, and then they just burn up in the atmosphere when they get back. That would not be very fun at all. Also, what we want to test is that this thing falls correctly, because I'm not sure what the weight distribution on this is. If it goes parachute first, we might be in trouble. We might have to change the construction of this bit. Put the heat shield on the front, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. So we'll save that. Should we just go for it? That's probably enough construction. It's been about, geez, like 45 minutes of building this thing. You probably want to see a rocket get launched. So let's just launch it. Oh, I did not set it up. It might just explode as soon as I do this. Oh, no, it's fine. That's fine. Move off here, flight engineer. That's fine. All right. I guess we're trying it. Hold on to your butts. You ready? You ready? Oh, it's not very powerful, is it? Hmm. Maybe that center rocket's not quite enough. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Keeping going. Yeah, it's not very powerful, is it? 50. I don't know. We're getting there, but we're burning a lot of fuel. $80. We're tilting pretty hard. This is not going well. I don't think we have any gimbaling. Oh, we have gimbaling in the middle one. No, this is not. We're tilting too hard. We're tilting too hard. We're tilting too hard. We're gonna go into the ocean at this rate. We're gonna go into the ocean. It's too much tilting. Not enough power. I can't control it enough. I mean, we're getting speed. We're just not getting angle. Maybe I should have just gone straight up instead of trying to tilt. Oh, geez. It's a lot of speed. Oh, well, that part looked cool. Up, up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. That's bad. Yeah, we're too... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This is... No. 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 Up. We're not going to space like this. Alright, screw it. Whee! Can we save it? Can we keep it from... Oh, actually, this isn't bad. You can at least test the parachute. We're just hovering now. Bye. Yeah, well. You know, this... Well, this didn't work, did it? Yeah, I think it's that center engine not being strong enough. Ah, well. Alright, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. So we need a much more powerful center thing. And also, I kind of want... Kind of want some control with these. Maybe these are better. Yeah, this engine's just not... I mean, this is probably good for an upper stage thing. I don't know all the exact stages of the Long March 5. I don't know if there's a... If it's just this big middle bit that goes all the way to orbit, or if it, like, takes off part of it. I couldn't find anything exactly right, or exactly describing it. It's kinda hard to say. I don't know if that's trying to be cagey or if I just can't find the details. Skipper might work better. Thrust 500 versus 240. Maybe we want the skipper instead. I think this one's just too underpowered. Thrust 240 versus 568. Yeah. Wolfhound. Oh, this one's definitely not going to work. I mean, same size, but this one is obviously... Thrust and vacuum is... Actually, this one's just weak. Maybe it just uses less fuel? Maybe it's very fuel efficient, but very weak? But I think we're going to go with the big strong boy. We're going to go with the skipper. I've used the skipper before in here. I don't know if they changed it much. Oh, also, crap, we almost forgot. We want to put a flag on it. I don't know why it's all sideways. Can you like change them at all? Change the orientation? Will this work? If I remember, it's kind of big. 0.125, 1.8, 2.5. Is that what we got? Oh, get down here. I think it's 2.5. 2.5. 3.5. That could work. I think we want fewer of them though. Just 2. Orientation. Oh, it shrinks down a little bit. What's the biggest one? 5 meters. That's more like it. Put our little Chinese flag on there. Maybe adjust it so it actually fits. Oh, maybe that's... Eh. It's not clipping in perfectly as I'd like it, but that's fine. Alright. We'll try another one. Try another one. We're gonna keep going. Launch. Alright, Skipper. I'm gonna see if you do any better. Boom. Oh shit. Typical. Typical. Hang on. Alright. Go back to assembly. We changed the engines, but we forgot to change our staging. Alright. Being a big old dumbass. Alright, now our staging's correct. Good to go. SAS. I think we're just gonna try to go straight up this time. There's our little monolith in the back there. The legendary monolith from very early in KSP. Goodbye, Space Center. I love you. I'll be back soon, maybe. Or I'll crash and burn. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, this is going much better. Lovely. There's our mountain range. Where's the moon? Oh, there it is. Neat. Okay, okay. I think 250. I think we'll start tilting a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get too out of control. Start tilting a little bit. Just a smidge. Drop those. Whee! Hopefully they don't fall back into the Space Center. Destroy everything? No, 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 no. Don't you get, don't you get squirrely. Going good, going good. Altitude 20,000. Vertical speed, we're getting up to 500. Tons and tons of fuel. Maybe we start tilting a little more. Hopefully we don't send it spiraling out of control. Nice, nice, nice. Liking it. Alright, we got our little orbit thing. Heading towards the green marker. 40,000. We could probably tilt a lot more now. I don't think we're going to spin too much if we just turn it over. No, that's looking good. What does the thing say? Oh wow, already at 70. Alright, let's tilt all the way over then. Let's tilt all the way over. Probably to a ridiculous degree. Yeah, yeah, this is looking good. We're doing it, folks. 900, we're at 62, 63. Altitude 72. Still going up, but slowly, because 70 is the atmospheric limit of Kerbal. So if you get above that, you're technically in orbit, or at least technically in space. So as long as our apoapsis is above 70, we'll at least get into space. For right now, I think we're just going to go full on sideways. Just full on sideways. If you remember my debut video, it's like you have to go sideways real fast in order to get into orbit. If we could get it to 100,000, I think that'd be a good test for a return. We still have a ton of fuel. Skipper is amazing. Skipper's like one of the best engines in this game. 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there we go. That still dips into the atmosphere, so we'll have to circularize. Oh my god! We're in space. We friggin' did it. Since we are in space, we can drop these. Boom! Oh my goodness. Can't believe we have our first successful test. In fact, in celebration, we're gonna extend our solar panels. Woo! Solar panels! Freaking amazing. The first one did not go so well. We had a bad engine. This looks perfect. So if we circularize about meow. Whoop. Perfect, perfect. Still have all this delta V. And what are our resources like? Do we have a... We got the fuel, our solar panels are out. We shouldn't be having any problems there. Usual KSP thing, let's start pointing towards the blue marker. We're using very small reaction wheels, so it takes a second to get the rest of this Chang'e to move. Oh, slow down, slow down. Alright. Alright, we're wiggling. We're wiggling our little rocket butt. Alright. Off we go. 4 minutes. 3, 2, It's a 2-second burn time, so we'll probably be a little careful about it. 15, 14. Just not go full power. Just enough to do that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are fully in orbit. What a glorious day. The Chang'e 1, you frickin' did it. Now one thing we could do, since we have so much fuel left, I mean if we dropped it down, if we dropped the canister down now, I mean that'd be a fairly decent test. But since we have the fuel, we could probably bring our orbit thing out more to the moon. This is something they did one. Which one was it? Apollo 14, I think it. No, not 14. Apollo 4. Was it 4? Was it 8? It was one of those. One of those before 11 when they were testing the re-entry thing. It was still like unmanned. They basically shot the capsule halfway to the moon in a big old arc, so that they could just detach the capsule and see what it does when it, you know, re-enters at that speed into the atmosphere. So basically a rough approximation of returning from the moon. Didn't go to the moon, just went halfway, and then they tested, make sure the heat shield worked and it wouldn't burn up in a terrible fire. Oh, we're in the dark again. Let's get around. Actually, we should probably do this on the light side. Oh, there's that big old Kerbal crater. Womp. I don't know what happened there, but Jesus. It's always been one of the weirder things on Kerbal. Is this enormous freaking crater that looks like a boob. I don't know what happened. There's a little island there. I landed there one time, way back when. Alright, we have to flip this around. Lovely music in Kerbal Space Program. I don't know if you can hear it. Can we turn it up? Yeah, very chill. Alright, let's, you know what? Screw it. How far out are we gonna go? Oh. Is that too far? Oh! Holy shit! We actually got a... Holy... friggin' Christmas. We got a mun encounter. You know what? That's perfect. Let's go say hi to the mun. Let's do it. Off we go. Bye, Kerbal. We'll be back. Actually, by this time, of course, if I understand the staging of the thing correctly, this big Chongus in the middle is supposed to fall back. It's not supposed to go out this far. But that's fine. Once we actually have a lander to work with, this might be a thing to do. Also, I don't think this little engine. You know what? Let's just break it apart. Boop. Because this is what's supposed to go. Yeah. That brings us, that encounter actually pulls us out right to the moon's. So this is gonna be a perfect test, actually. Oh, jeez. There you go. Speed up time a little bit, otherwise we'll be here for literally days. Goodbye, Kerbal. Hello, moon. Oh, there's time slowing down because we're now saying hello to the moon. Whoop. Alright, there's our closest pass. You can always zoom out so much. Hey. We're gonna land on you at some point. 1,002 out of 2,000. Oh my goodness. We could be ridiculous and actually try to land on it, but I don't think we'd be able to get back. I think it takes like 500 to land. That would be a, you know what? That would be a fun thing to do, just land this stupid thing on there. That's not the mission we're doing. That's not accurate to our little diagram down in the bottom right there. We gotta have a thing that breaks apart and then returns to orbit and stuff. This isn't gonna cut it. So what we're gonna do, now that we've said hello to the moon. Okay. So, god dang it. Just mouse wheel in all the time. So let's just say we were in moon orbit. We're not, but let's just say we were. Let's do this. Actually, don't. Can we? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, we'll turn that off. Go away. Turn on our fuel. Alright, we're doing good there. So, anyways, let's just say we're in moon orbit. We've redocked. We've transferred our samples from the lander. According to the mission profile, the next thing is our sample canister with its little return rocket breaks off, like thusly. And this is the only thing that comes back from the moon. Once it rejoins the orbiter, transfers the samples, bam, just drops everything, and now it's just this that returns. It drops out of the entire huge friggin' rocket, the whole giant thing. The only thing that comes back is this little tiny canister. And but periapsis is a little high, that's why we have our tiny little engine. We're gonna just drop that by slowing down. Just a little. And a lot of these space things, there are periods that they plan for because, you know, it's all about angles and you don't want to come in too hot, or, you know, you want to make sure you're where you're aiming is actually where you're aiming, which is a little difficult when everything's ellipses and circles. It's not like just walking down the street. You gotta do math on the way. So we're gonna drop that to, remember, 70. We're gonna get it just close enough to the atmosphere. God, almost 1,000 meters per second. That tiny little engine is another strong one. Speed up time a little bit. We're gonna keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Doot, 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 doot. It's probably about here-ish. Oh, there we go. That you'd want to make your further adjustments. Probably a good idea to maybe slow it down a bit, just so we're not coming in that fast. Maybe adjust it this way. Slow it down some more. Yeah, that's good. As long as our periapsis. We want to make sure we don't fly back into space. We don't want to skip off the atmosphere. 50, let's make it about 32? Is that too low? Well, I guess we'll see. I think we might quick save after this. We actually haven't quick saved yet. It's just been going so well. Alright, we actually don't need that now that we know which point we're aiming towards. 65. It's actually going up. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do wrong? What did we do? Stop it! 26. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Just gonna F5 right here. See if 26 is too hot. So again, we got our capsule with our moon stuff in it. Well, it doesn't have it in it now, but you know what I mean. On our test run, it's supposed to have the moon stuff in it. We've made our re-entry adjustments. We're gonna do our final thing, because this thing drops literally everything except the canister and the parachute. Literally everything. So we're gonna drop this, and we're gonna see how this goes. See how it works aerodynamically. We might flip over and everything explodes. Oh, yeah, see, I was worried about this. We want it to be pointed this way. Don't know if we can keep it pointed that way. Retrograde. Oh geez. Getting heat indicators. Getting heat indicators. Oh no. Please don't explode. Don't explode. It exploded. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. What is this a mission of? We're trying to do the Chang'e 5 thing. It's a Chinese rocket that is actually you see the diagram in the corner there. It's a automated rocket or automated moon lander that just uses like lasers and cameras to automatically land on the moon. Then it scoops up some moon stuff, and then it's supposed to shoot it back from there. And there's no piloting to it at all. It's all computers. Oh geez, that exploded really badly. It was not good. Is our heat shield not big enough? Or did we just come in too hot? But yeah, this is a thing that's actually happening right now. It successfully landed on the moon, got its samples, rejoined the thing that was orbiting the moon, transferred the samples. I don't think it's a rover. I think it just lands and does a drill. and then it grabs up the stuff from the moon and then just shoots that back off. It's actually kind of neat how it takes off from the moon because it just uses a spring. So it like springs it, boing, shoots it off from the lander bit, and then the tiny engine on the ascent vehicle takes over, and then it rejoins the thing in orbit, which is like the service module there. Hope that picture's not too small. It's kind of small on my screen, but yeah, I don't know. This, I think our capsule might have some issues of being much too hot of a re-entry here. Hmm. 30. Yeah, maybe we came in too hot. Maybe 40? Maybe we can help it out once we get close. Ooh. 180, 70. Okay. So yeah, we'll try to use the engines to burn off. Oh, geez. Burn off as much of this as we can. Keep pointed retrograde. Ooh, thanks, camera. Killing some speed. All right, we're out of fuel. Drop that. Get out of here. Try to keep pointed retrograde. Still coming in kind of hot. It might just be this Probodyne that doesn't handle the heat very well. We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah. That's kind of what I did. I used whatever fuel I had left to hopefully slow it down right at the end there. Oh, it's still burning pretty hot though. It might be okay. There's nothing we can do but keep our fingers crossed and pray. Well, I don't know if you heard that, but that was the engine bit exploding in the atmosphere. This might actually work. I think it actually worked. Holy biscuits. Holy biscuits. Now we just need to slow down enough to have the chutes pop out. Am I a rocket engineer? I don't know if I'm a rocket engineer, but hey, there's the moon. I mean, according to Steam, I do have like 600 hours in this game. And that's only the ones that the part that Steam recorded, because I did play it outside of Steam quite a bit, so it could be a bit higher than that. This is actually working. We're not losing power though, are we? Oh. Yeah, we are losing charge, but that's fine, considering we only need it for the descent here. So we'll just pop the chute, I think. But yeah, that's the whole thing. China they have the whole Long March 5 rocket, which I don't know how recently you joined. The entire giant Long March 5 thing, and this is what comes back. Just a tiny little canister with moon stuff in it. It's all done with automation. Yeah, it's pretty neat when it's supposed to do the descent on the moon. It uses cameras, lasers, all kinds of like visual imaging to try to like not land on weird rocks and fall over or whatever. It tries to look for a clear spot, but there's nobody on the ground is telling it what to do. It's just all the programming. So it's pretty remarkable. It's not. I was saying earlier, it's very similar to the Apollo program in that it does kind of have the same flight path, but it's all just a little robot brain in there. It's pretty neat. And right now, this canister, IRL, this canister is like halfway between Earth and and the moon. It's on its way back. So as long as it doesn't burn up in the atmosphere, China's gonna have some moon rocks to look at. Some moon samples that they drilled. Can't believe we did it. I mean, this isn't the entire mission. We got a lot of work to do. I haven't even built the lander. All right, hurry up. I can't make it go any faster. I mean, this ain't great for streaming, but one thing I do like about Kerbal is that there are certain points where you just waiting, so you could just pop open a drink and have a sip while you're waiting for it to. Ooh, slow down. Waiting for things to happen. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Jesse. Oh, sploosh. We did it! You have a good day, Jesse. You saw a successful return. I think China's supposed to land it on the ground, but oh my goodness, that's a first run successful test. Um, Nothing. Yeah, those initial rocket things falling apart or falling away didn't destroy anything, so that's good. Um, Maybe I should try to. I think we turn this back down. Maybe it's fine. Open. Oh, geez, it's got all the stock things in it. I should have turned that off. There's our initial rocket, Chang'e 1. Wonder how long's it been? About an hour and a half. Wonder if I should try to build the lander. Wonder if we're doing the whole thing today. I'd have to. Also, this thing's kind of awkwardly tall. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's try to build the lander part. So I think again we're gonna go with. Gonna go with. Another hex. Another hex. Having a look at my diagram again. So this is the part that's supposed to shoot off of the moon. This might end up being way taller than their construction because Kerbal is not good about nesting parts inside of other parts sometimes. But that's fine. tiny ones again. I believe those are up here or down here. That's too big. This thing is also supposed to be real small. I think we need the, what is it, the Oscar? Is that what they called it? Or is that a different part? Ah, Oscar B. Yes. Oscar B. Probably only need the tiniest of engines for this, if this is supposed to be... This is supposed to be the thing. Oh! Oh, right. Should probably plan on this. We need tiny, because we have to redock in orbit. So we need one of those. Probably want some control. I think for this one we're probably going to use the ant. Probably going to use the ant, aren't we? We want it as small as possible. Where's the ant? There it is. Ant. Terrier? Oh, no. We could use these. But I think their engine, I can't really tell, but I'm presuming their engine is just a little one at the bottom. Control. Is there an even smaller one of these? No, no. That's the smallest one we got. And even that's probably too much. Does this have reaction wheels? Oh, it does, so we probably don't even need that. We don't need that. We could use probably a battery. Little battery there. Oh yeah, that's plenty. In fact, is there an even smaller fuel thing? Is a little donut enough? This little bastard? Oh, that's actually... I mean, it looks big, but I think it doesn't hold that much. 27 versus... Well, 22. 27, 33, 22... There's a little dumpling tank. Baguette, 24... These side tanks are always a little awkward to deal with, though. Let's just go with the donut. Is a donut a crazy idea? Why did I get two of them? Why did I get two of them? Is that too big? I mean, it looks weird. It does look weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know. Visually, I don't like that. Visually, that doesn't work for me. If the donut was a bit smaller, that would work. Just strap the engine here. Oh, these are so weird. It's like two of them? I don't think it's a... well, I can't tell. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go with the Oscar again. Just gonna go with the Oscar. Because I can't really see anything much smaller than that. I mean, this thing is so small, it could probably... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Might be able to just use RCS, honestly. Can we get away with that? And not even have these? Just have... that? I don't know if engineer redux. No, it doesn't say if that's gonna work. That'd be a risk. I mean, I think it would. 20. I think we're gonna launch it just to see how well this works. I mean, it's not gonna take off because we're on Kerbal and not the Mune. I just want to see. Just gonna burn all our monopropellant all at once. No, we're scooting. We're scooting. Whee! Oh. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know about that. Squinting hard here. Maybe the best thing to do is not this. Maybe we stick with the Oscar. Where are you, Oscar? Stick with the Oscar. And look at some other tiny engines. Thrust 15, 16. That's a side thing now. Really thinking the Ant's the one. Meh. Spider. 1.7. Yeah, this one's really powerful. What's a Spider versus this one? 0.5 versus 1.7. What's this? Is this a redesign of one, or is this... No, it's just a very small solid rocket. Oh, neat. They didn't used to be that small. I think we're just gonna stick with the Ant. I can't think of any other thing to do here. Stick with the Ant. Oh, jeez. Get on there. One problem I might have with this is that Kerbal, because the way this is supposed to work, it's supposed to, you know, the return thing is supposed to dock back up with the service module stuff and transfer stuff over. I don't think you can really do that in Kerbal without, I mean, unless there's mods that allow you to do something like that. I don't think that's really much of an option, unfortunately. But also, I'm not sure. I can't tell from the diagram where the solar panels there are on the. They're probably on the lander, right? That would be my guess. Is that when it's landed, you want to have those out, but the return thing probably just has a battery. So I think we're gonna stick with our original idea here. Have the battery and just an Oscar with an Ant, and then we have our docking port. We don't need solar panels here, but we're gonna want them on the lander bit. It's gonna be hard to make this compact. Can I... Is this... How silly can I get with this? Shove it in there. Just have the tiny bit poking out the bottom. That's an option. We could do that. I mean, we could get a little silly with all of this. Shove it all into each other, but sometimes... I mean, I know there's been a lot of updates, but a lot of things are still the same. Sometimes the clipping things into each other in Kerbal Space Program is not a great idea, because it could cause their physics to glitch out, and then the thing just breaks apart for no apparent reason. We're gonna... What are we looking for? Coupling. We're gonna have... How small are these? Stack separators, decouplers. Maybe we want the tiny stack separator. Enable crossfeed, sure, I guess. So that's all that's supposed to be, I think. Oh my lord. It's like the simplest stupid little ship. But 2000 something delta V, that's plenty to get off moon's surface. Just having a sip. I can't believe, I mean, how could this possibly work? I guess that's fine. For a lander, wasn't there, we don't need to expend weight on that. I mean, this looks kind of dumb because it's kind of hovering there, but it'll look a little better if I add the lander part. For that, we're gonna want... What are we gonna want? We're gonna want another stubby little engine. Remember, small parts. This thing, I mean, I've seen pictures of it, and like, you know, the lander is like, the, you know, size of a couple of buses. It's not exactly small, but I mean, even this in this game, this is what 1 point something meters or something. So I don't know. I don't know about scale. I'm just trying to go as small as possible because I can't imagine this thing is all that big relative to, like, you know, the freaking Saturn V from Apollo is the size of a freaking skyscraper, and the Long March 5, while still freaking huge, is probably nowhere near that size. I'd be interested to know that, actually. I'm not 100%. I'm just making assumptions on that one. So where were we? We need a fuel tank. We need something that's gonna get us to land on the moon. We need something... Something about that size, sure. That's what we need. That's fine. No, that's not fine. That's silly. Was it this one? No. This one... It's kind of the same size we were doing with the other one. Oh, it's too big. It's way too big. Actually, you know what? Instead of the... Well, no. Oh, jeez. Trying to think out loud here. So our lander... Is that gonna fill in for our lander bit? It's not square like in the picture, but I don't think Kerbal has square fuel things. So if this is our lander, we need an engine. Oh wait, we can switch this to the moon. So we take, hang on. So yeah, that's actually a ridiculous amount of fuel. So as long as our batteries don't run out, we should be fine. Makes me think we should add solar panels. But, I mean, that's got a 200 charge. You know what? Better safe than sorry, I guess. I should say sorry? Like I'm Canadian? Solar panels. You just don't wanna like run out of stuff. Maybe lower. We don't want to get in the way. Because these things in KSP, these things always like stick off just a little too much for my liking. I kind of prefer to wiggle them in just a smidge. Just a smidge. Make it a little tighter. Like that. Perfect. Alright. You see, it doesn't look too dumb now. This is our lander bit. We're gonna want legs on it. Where are my legs? Where are my legs? Oh, we got the heavy ones. We got, from the picture it looks like these. This was always my guess, is that, and yeah, there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them, like that. Oh, we gotta snap. Aw, snap. Oh, it's a. We're gonna put the solar panels. Need to be above the legs? Again, I can't tell if the... Yeah, see, this is where we might have to make adjustments, because KSP is not as efficient at saving space as the Chinese Space Agency, apparently. God damn it, Ether! It's not it's not a debut! I'm playing the same game as my debut, but it's not... Maybe we just mess with the orientation. We'll just have them like three quarter. Is this right? Does that look right? Yeah. And we need the little solar panels on the side. There should be 2 of them. And they should be... The long ones are on the other part. We want the 3x2s. 3x2s. What do those look like when they pop out? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. That's looking like a real lander. That's looking nice. We are going to need a descent engine. Probably one that's not going to fit. This is Spark. So our staging is right. Boom, boom, boom. 2,000. 2,000 should be plenty. 2,000 is... So at this part, if the initial launch goes right, this part is supposed to control the bits on the way to the moon and then getting the moon into orbit, or not getting the moon into orbit, getting into the orbit of the moon. No, that's the service module. This is just the descent piece. So this just has to land. So 2000 is actually too much. I wish you could adjust the size of these things. Gotta make this thing a lot smaller. It's like a decision between like trying to make it look like the mission and then trying to make it you know, at least somewhat in KSP like work properly. But honestly, this doesn't look bad for our picture. We're doing the top half of that. The picture of the corner, by the way, we're doing the top half. We did a little test of the bottom half earlier. But now we're trying to design the lander. And the lander's looking pretty alright, honestly. Not sure what else to do with it. We could add... If we're going for accuracy, we probably want to like slap some scientific instruments on there. Like, do we need a... We have a scanning module. I mean, I don't know what they... Infrared telescope? No, they're not doing telescope stuff. They're just bringing back samples from the surface. It has a little drill that's supposed to drill into the moon and like bring back a core sample, and then it has a scoop that's like just scoops some stuff off the very top of the surface. Let's see if there's like, I guess they're looking at I don't know, chemical differences between what's on the surface versus what's slightly below it. And you know, everybody's always looking for water on the moon these days. There's a scanning arm. I don't know what this does. What does this do? What does this do? Does it like deploy? What the hell is this? What is this? I've not seen it. Okay. I've not seen that part before. It's been a while since I've played this game. And this is the small one. Can this represent our... Oh, that's gonna be weird. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I kind of like the idea of using it, but it's a little bit derpy. Maybe like rotate it? Rotate it? Make it do like that? What does this look like? Oh no, it's clipping all over the place. That's weird. I don't know. There's a drill somewhere. Oh, see, that's the thing, is that even this one is like the small one. And it's gonna like throw off the weight a lot. But maybe if I put two of them, so like one can represent the actual drill and then the other one can like represent the scoop. Because I don't think KSP has a scoop thing. But these things are heavy. Still says 3,900, 1715 is kind of close. 1,100, oh. But that's just the landing bit, isn't it? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember how these numbers break down. It's 3,000 total. So 1,000 will be descent, and then the 2,000 is the ascent. So maybe this is fine. It's supposed to take, I think, 500-ish. Usually takes me about 600 to do a landing, because I'm not always that efficient. So maybe this is good? Not sure if we should have something representing the... Let's put these away. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Representing the cameras, maybe like lights or something. If we put on... If we put on a like a light or something, sort of represents the cameras that the thing's supposed to use. Because again, for all our new listeners, there's this is all automated. The Chang'e 5 is completely there's no pilot to it. There's nobody on the ground is like using a PlayStation controller to control it or anything. It's all just computer programming and imaging, and it decides for itself where it's gonna land. I mean, they pointed it into a certain spot, obviously, but like once it gets close, it gets about, I think it said like 100 meters from the surface. It turns on its cameras and laser things, and then from there, it's all on its own. So, yeah, maybe this is an idea. And this will separate from the... How is it going to separate from the other thing? Well, we'll get there when we get there. Retract those. This looks like a decent representation of what I'm going for. Not sure if it's going to fit the other thing. We'll just call it Chang'e Lander. We'll just save that. Just save that. Cause let me see. Is there anything else we want to like put here? Do we want to? The scale of this might be a little off. I don't know. Oh, speaking of recent space stuff, Elon Musk was trying to shoot his stupid rocket off, and guess what happened? He was like, oh, we have to push it back. Let's push it back to 4:20 p.m. And then they didn't end up launching it because that rocket fucking sucks. That's the one. That's with a star or something where it just like implodes all the time and looks like a 1950s wet dream. It's a dumb one. That thing's not going anywhere. He's just having goofy times because he's a dumbass. So I think that's a decent lander. And that's just supposed to sit its butt on top of the other part. Can we if we open our Chang'e 1, and then isn't there a way to merge? Ugh. Where'd it go? Whoa! It's right here. So we may have to, let's just delete that fairing for now. So actually this is supposed to sit on top of this. Yeah, it's looking way taller than in the picture. But then where's the parachute gonna go? Where is the parachute gonna go? KSP, why are you like this? Can't just sit this on top of this, because it wants to think this is the... doesn't want to attach. How? Hang on. Don't save that. Sometimes I find the best way to do this is to do something stupid like, you just put some dumb pod down here. And we say, how do we, wait, control point. Wasn't there a way to, jeez. Just like set this as a main piece? Set this as a main piece. How do we do that? Control point default. Forward, reversed, default. Actions. No. Build crew. We don't have a crew. We don't have. The whole point of this is we don't have a crew. I thought there was a way to set the. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Hang on. Hang on. We gotta wiggle some things around. We gotta wiggle. We're gonna need some wiggling. No, can't do that. Kerbal Space Program, why are you like this? Thought there was a way to set as a new root thing. Oh, reroute. Oh, there we go. I found it. Hang on. Just put this back on here. Oh, we have to do the stupid thing again. Offset these slightly inward because they look better that way. Okay. So we're going to take this, click here, nope, we're going to click here, reroute, there, there. Then we take this from the engine, and we find the button we're supposed to click. Crew, switch editor, no. This. We want sub-assemblies. We can save this as a sub-assembly. Chang'E. Chang'E. Lander. Save. Alright. Maybe that'll help. Don't save that. Chang'E 1. Just take this Chongus off. Just set you aside. Actually, we could probably save this sub-assembly too. Long March 5. Save. I think that's as close as we're gonna get. I mean, we could add more stuff to it if we want, but I think that's pretty close. Edit fairing. No. Oh, jeez. What's going on here? What is going on here? What is this? Woo! Woo! Alright, that's enough of that. Get out of here. Delete fairing. So now we can just bring this here. But I think what we actually want, instead of that parachute there, might be a docking port. We have to switch back to the thing. We want a docking port. We want this tiny one. Because we do want it to dock back. And set this on top of that? This is starting to look a little ridiculous. It's starting to look a tad ridiculous, but again, we're doing our best to roughly approximate here. We're not. We can't really, within the limits of Kerbal Space Program, do what the entire Chinese space agency has managed to pull off. So we have that. We still need a parachute. I really wish I just had that one on the top, but I don't know how to. If it's supposed to dock, I'm not sure how to do that without it being weird. Can you put the docking port on the... No. So this comes back from the moon, and it's supposed to meet up head first, I believe, because of the way our diagram looks. It's supposed to meet up here. So I think we're just gonna have to go with different parachutes. As much as I want to have the one. Command control, no. Where the? I have a drogue chute. Maybe if you had 2 drogue chutes, that'd be enough. Because these are pretty small. I don't want to use these, because these are essentially just big versions of that. 2 of those is way too much. Maybe 2 drogue chutes is enough. Heck, maybe 1's enough. I do wish there was a parachute that you could like put stuff on top of, like a little like disc shape that you could, you know, slip in there. Maybe the 2 drogue chutes is enough. Maybe that's fine. Maybe turn them sideways though. Just for funsies. I believe their capsule, if I can find the diagram again. Is it? Oh, there we go. Just covering the whole screen with diagrams. Yeah, it's supposed to just be the little capsule all by itself when it comes back. And it's supposed, from the picture it says it has 1 parachute. I don't know how many it actually has. I mean, I guess I'm trusting it has the 1, but... I don't want it to have 2 parachutes if it's supposed to have 1, but again, maybe rough approximation's better than nothing. Oh, we are also going to have to strut this a bit, because this middle section is kind of funky. Ah! Strut this to this. The rest of this should be fine. It's all super lightweight stuff. Maybe I could fairing it? Maybe I should fairing it. Maybe that would be... No, because then we have a fairing inside of a fairing. That would be weird. I think we're gonna... just try to encase this whole thing. Oh, maybe not that much. Just up over the legs a bit. Oh, the drill bits. But you know what? Is that gonna harm anything? Actually, it doesn't look bad if it's just sitting there like that. Oh, that doesn't look great. Just up a little bit, and then. How pointy is that? Oh, you can't see anything. I haven't. Oh, jeez, that's bad streaming. My bad. Hang on. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. You didn't miss much. All I did was like wiggle its fairing over this. So we got some struts here. So hopefully this tower of nonsense doesn't wiggle too much. Well, we might need more actually down here at the bottom. Oh, we already have some. Let's just fix them. Strut those down. Alright, more struts. Always more struts. And I don't know if this weird collision with the... I mean, those drill parts on the side poking out don't look crazy. I just don't know if it's gonna like rip them off if the thing does a thing. Maybe we should test that. But that... I mean, that looks like the basics are done. I mean, it looks like... Let's see if we can get a good... Can we get a good side-by-side? I have to find another picture. Which picture is that? Is that this one? Nope. Not 11, 18, 18, yes. Sorry, I'm trying to find the picture real quick. I have to adjust the angles, I think. Okay. For accuracy, for the sake of accuracy, we have to do this, which is fine, no problem there. So like, I think that's... Is that how that looks? Is that something that's looking close? Looking close? Are we liking that? I'm liking that. I don't know about you guys. Oh. Get a good, slightly zoomed out version. I mean, I'm liking that. Maybe we make the fair. We can always adjust the, edit the fairing a bit. Because I think it's a little pointier than that. Get the fairing up here. How pointy? How pointy? How pointy are we going? Oh, you know what? Bam. I'm liking that. I am liking that. Alright. I am liking that. Okay, hang on. That is not looking bad. 7,000 delta V. Oh, our staging is going to be a complete mess, so that's, I can't even trust that. Just boom, 4 in the fairing. Stack separator. No, we don't want that there. We want this stack. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Let's stack separator. Hover over it, you bastard! Stack separator, then which engine is it? This one. Stack separator, then that engine. And then... Oh geez, this is the hard part. This is a bit of a difficult part here. Trying to know which part happens which. So yeah, that happens. That's supposed to fly us out there. Then I think the next step is decoupling this, but we have to do that manually, I think. So yeah, we want that, and then we decouple this manually. Actually, we should probably do some stuff here. Gear, light, RCS, SAS brakes, abort. Don't care about that. I think we want one for the control, or the extending of solar panels. Extend those solar panels, extend those solar panels. We'll just do them all at once. And for custom 2, we'll want just undock and decouple for custom 2. That way they separate, and then we have our lander stuff. At which point there'll be 2 separate things, and the next thing that should happen is this engine should fire up, so that's in a pretty good spot. And then what happens here? No, that happens later. This one, because that's our return pod. We want this one on a separate doohickey with its engine, which is, yes, this engine. That's on a separate one. We want the parachutes on a separate one. Oh geez, this is some complex staging, folks. My brain is... I have to pee also. My brain is not really sure. This with the tiny engine. Where's it? Where's that one? This one? No, we want this one with... This one's good. Where's this decoupler? Where's... Why is it up there saying it's a parachute. What is this? Oh, I know that's what that is. Where's this decoupler? Oh, there it is. This one with the ant, which we want. I mean, this is gonna kind of all get weird once it breaks apart anyways, but I want to see if I can try to put it in some kind of logical order. So that's there. Got that engine. After the, so we'll press 2. We'll fire up this engine. We'll do the landing, and then we'll do this. And then once we redock, we'll do this, and then we'll break that up. Oh my goodness! I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Let me move this a little over. I think we're looking good. Ugh. But it's been like 2.5 hours. I do have to pee. So if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back, and then we'll try to fly this thing and see if it explodes or not. Hello? Hello and welcome back. Sorry about the break there. I had a little pee break. Probably turn this off. Turn the game audio back on. Turn it down a slab. Do. Pushing buttons. There we go. All right. So I think we can move this out of here now. Get out of the way. So I think we're ready to go. I think we are ready to launch. This could be disastrous or it could be glorious. You never know. Let's just, our staging, we checked that before. We've got our orbiter, we've got our return thing, we've got our return thing, we've got our lander. I said before we can't really transfer our storage unit from like the lander to the, so we're just gonna pretend like this thing's picking up samples. We got our drills here, which are gonna stand in for the scoop and the actual drill that they do have. Let's where's the centerpiece? Here. Let's wiggle this down. Because we want to make this look professional, so we gotta oh, I gotta adjust my chair. Oh. We need these fellas. These fellas are always nice. I think we only need 2 of them though. 2 will be fine. And they'll go off at the same time as the engines. Everything should be weight balanced because I went with symmetries. Oh geez, this is so stressful. Oh geez. Better engines for down here, or are these fine? I think the Reliance are fine. Only 1,000 though is not tremendous, but it's something. We could Kerbal it and asparagus it better. Are they still connected? Yeah, they should be still connected. 4,000, 5,000... 448. Well, all these numbers are kind of weird. Are we ready to go? Oh, hey Nemo. I think we're ready to go. We could do a quick save. Oh geez. So yeah, just to recap, this is an actual mission that's going on. Let's get rid of this picture. I don't think we need that. This is an actual mission that China's doing right now. The stage that they're at. Let's can I find the big picture? Yes. Whoop. The actual stage that they're at is like near the end there. It's gone to the moon, it did its drilling and scooping, and it came back, and it's on its return thing. So it's the part where it says dock with the thing, it's like right after that. It's on its way back. So we're trying to duplicate that in KSP. It's been a little bit funky. We did a couple of test runs of making sure the capsule doesn't burn up in the atmosphere and making sure our engines are powerful enough. But then we built the lander and we just slapped it on top of this. So I don't know if this is gonna, I don't know if the added weight's gonna like ruin it. But let's just go for it. I think we have plenty of Delta V for this. 7,000 should be plenty to get to the moon and back. So just click save again and launch. Oh boy. I'm suddenly very anxious. This was a very chill stream, but now I feel like everything's on the table. There we are. There's our Chang'e 5 on top of our um, Long March 5 construction. We're going to attempt to go to the moon and do essentially an automated AI controlled version of the Apollo missions, really. It's very similar to the Apollo missions, except there's no people. It's all just computers controlling it by themselves, which is pretty damn interesting. Well, it's like the fact that it uses cameras and whatnots. Look, can we just see if this destroys anything? No, it seems to be fine. It didn't rip off our drills or anything. Just leaving a bunch of debris all over the place. What if we just do this? We just boop. No! We do want to see some kind of explosion. There we go. Anyway, that all seems to be okay. We're to launch. No, it's not. Well, it's only supposed to do that once it's actually in space. I was just testing to make sure it didn't like destroy anything if once I deployed it. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna hit. Gonna hit our SAS. We're gonna have our engines. We're gonna 3, 2, also 1, and then bam! Off we go, apparently. I don't know why these things always want to tilt to the left when you want to go to the right. Getting some good speed. Getting some good speed. If this works, and I somehow did this, and I'm gonna say what? I started at 4, well 4 my time, so we're on about 2 hours 45 minutes ish. If I could do this in like 3 hours, three slightly plus hours, I'll be amazed with myself. I thought we were just gonna like maybe get halfway there, and boop, goodbye. Please don't fall on the facilities down there. Please fall safely away. Still gaining speed. I'm gonna pull it down this way a little bit. I don't want to get too far off the mark. Nice speed, nice fuel. 20,000. Probably tilt it a little more since we're at 20,000. We got the sun right there. We're doing nice. We have mountain range. 500. What's our apoapsis? 47 already. Can we tilt it more without losing control? Yeah, perfect. Oh my god. I'm so good at least this game. Not most games, but oh yeah, they've over the years they've changed a lot about KSP. A different flight model. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Like how you launch, you mean? Because yeah, now you're allowed to do a lot more going vertical. Apoapsis height 77. All right, let's just tilt this whole fucker over. Let's just tilt this whole bastard all the way to the side. Yeah. Yeah. Remember from our first debut, we have to go sideways a lot. But this is a whole new mission. This is a whole new mission. I even got the little China flag on the side. Just keep going sideways. This is looking good though. Didn't exactly launch with the moon in the right place. Should I have waited for that? Screw it. We're gonna get to about 100, I think. 100,000. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, but bam! Whoa! Perfect. Okay. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Wiggle that. Node in 3 minutes. Burn time 5 seconds. Great. Couldn't ask for better. Astrodynamics fucked up. Moon's not there. Nah, we'll get to the moon. It's not the most efficient way to get to there. Normally you want to wait till the planet's in the right orientation. But it does. Also, yeah, you say you'd learn to launch one way and then they patched it. Well, the patch made it better. The aerodynamics in very early KSP were pretty freaking brutal, to be honest. And they made it a bit gentler. I think it helped out new players a lot. It did take me some getting used to. I played it a little bit after that whole patch happened. And yeah, it was awkward to sort of relearn, but it basically just allowed to go a little bit more vertical than you could early on. Early on you had to like start tilting very early. The atmosphere was like molasses, and now it's a bit more manageable. You don't have to launch exactly in one perfect way in order to get it up there. You're a little bit more freeform. What are we doing? We're hang on, let me take a sip. Three, two, one. Make our adjustments. Oh, we are in space, so we can do this. One of my favorite things in the game. Hey, the moon's behind us! That's not ideal. Boop. All the little pieces fly away. So cool. Whoops, we're supposed to do the thing. Whoop. Just turn that off. 97, 103. Perfect! Turn around and go the other way. That's obviously that's how orbital mechanics work. It's like shit, and make a U-turn. Actually, it's not that bad though. I think. Now, on the way this rocket, I don't know the entire construction of the lower bits of the Long March 5, which is the sort of payload lifter bit, this bottom part. I think this big part's supposed to fall away, but I think we're just going to use however much fuel we got just to try to make sure we get there. So we're going to make our node. See if we can't get a little bump into the moon's area. Oh, they did make the nodes better, but they're still kind of funky. Oh, that's pretty good. Can we pull it back a bit? What was that? 444. 133. That's probably good. That's probably good. That's probably good. So around we go. Whee! Whee! Oh, shit. The other thing we have to do. Alright, Our electric charge is still fine. Oh, nice. Nice electric charge amount. Blaze it. We have our button we could push. Boop. This, I think, is pretty accurate to the Chang'e also. Because I think they have the two long wide ones on the return thing, and then the shorter ones for the lander, so that there's like clearance and stuff like that. That seems to be how they usually do that. You get the wider ones on landers because you don't want them being too fragile. But if everything's just out in space, then it's fine. yeah, we oh shit. That's basically that's basically Kerbal Space Program. It's a lot of wee. Oh fuck. Wiggle this bastard. Doesn't exactly turn quick. It's a heckin' Chongus right now. Boop. I do use the time acceleration cheapness, to be honest. Because if you do time acceleration in KSP, you know, it just like automatically stops your movement. So you don't have to like... You can kind of cheat on the momentum. It's cheating. It's a little bit of cheating, but maybe it's just clever use of game mechanics. Alright, we're almost there. 1 minute away. Burn time is 28 seconds. KSP rules mean I should fire at about 14 seconds. Bam! See if this fuel actually gets us there. If we could crash this launch thing into the moon, that would be pretty cool. Can we get like an impact trajectory and then adjust it? Ooh. 3, 2. Alright, get out of here. 2, 1. 80. 40. 11. Oh my god, it's an actual, like, impact trajectory. It's gonna hit on the dark side of the moon, it looks like, but... Never crash, you just design an impactor. Well... Tell that to, what was it? The Israeli attempt that they made? Where they were trying to land, I believe, on the moon, and they had to reboot their computer, and did not reboot in time. And then so everybody's watching in anticipation, and next thing you know, well, there's a few $1 million down the hole. Just slap right in the surface. We're gonna try to not do that. Alright. So, next step. Next thing. We're gonna get rid of this Chongus. We're gonna hit the spacebar. We're gonna scoot a little bit away from this. There. So that should slap into the surface. Can we see if it will? Can I switch to it? No, I can't switch to it. Maybe it's too close. But we definitely need to adjust our trajectory here. Otherwise, we're gonna slap into the moon. Go that way? Yeah, maybe we should slow down a little bit. I'm not bombing the moon. Look, they actually did that. They've done this before. Sometimes they just like will like they'll aim the lower stages so that they just slap into the surface just to see what happens. They've done that before. It's not like I'm doing something crazy here. But if you want to think of it as bombing the moon, then sure. It is space littering. It is space littering. But honestly, I think slapping it into the moon, you know, which is a scientific term, is better than just leaving it rotating around the freaking planet or whatever. Actually, though, probably just fly off into freaking space. Yeah, you know, the whole gravity movie situation. I don't think we need that. We'll just look. Just adjusting it slightly. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's go for 60. 70. 70. Let's go for 70. God, that hardly used any fuel at all. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That's so cool. Here's our doohickey with all its panels. Oh, it looks like we got a little damage on one of them. That's unfortunate. Goodbye, engine piece. Whoops. All right, let's just keep going. I mean, I'm sure we don't want to sit here for exactly 4 hours and 17 minutes waiting for this thing to show up. So here we go. All right. We adjust for the moon thing. Seems a bit close, but that's probably fine, right? I don't remember the distances from certain places you need to be in this game. We'll just adjust this so we can circularize. Now I think this thing probably does the same thing the Apollo missions used to do, which is first you want to make sure you get your insertion, and then you'll adjust it to circularize. But since it's Kerbal Space Program, we're going balls to the wall. We're just going to do it all at once. 44 seconds seems like quite a burn time, though. But this should be the only thing this thing has to do. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. You never saw Gravity? I mean, it's not like it's an incredible movie. It's all right. It does silly things with there's a whole Scott Manley video where, you know, he explains the silly things they do with the physics, like how the apparently part of the debris is from the International Space Station, but that is at an entirely different altitude than a whole other thing. I don't know. The science is fuzzy, but it's a pretty decent movie otherwise. I mean, how can you hate on Sandra Bullock and George Clooney? Alright. Circularizing time. The Martian was really good. I have not seen Interstellar, but I've heard that one's kind of silly. Just keep going retrograde. The Martian was pretty good, though. If we're doing spaceflight stuff, everybody loves Apollo 13. You got your Tom Hankses and other stars in that one. That's a good one. We good here? This is probably fine. We are on the dark side, though. Let's do a little bit of rotation so we can actually see ourselves. Okay, you don't need to do that. Calm down. Alright. So now what we need to do is... So this is our service module. Should I bring out the picture again? This one? Yeah, why not? So we have our service module at the bottom. We have our return vehicle in the middle. We have our lander, which is this, which has the little drills on it. And we have our launch from the moon ascent vehicle here, which which is actually spring-loaded. Funnily enough, like what they apparently did was that they had this ascent vehicle, the tip at the end here. It's like spring-loaded, shoots itself off of the frickin' lander. It's, so like this part right here just like spring load shoots it off, so it goes, you know, a little bit of ways away from the lander, and then it fires its rockets, which is kind of fun. A little spring loaded jump start, so you're not firing your engines directly into the lander. But I think what we need to do now is, again, just freaking go for it. And if let's quick save. We haven't quick saved yet. Oh my god, that could have gone terribly. But if we hit the number 2, which if I did it right, boop. Yeah, so we got this bit. I'll just leave that there. We'll switch over to this bit, which is our lander. Make sure we're firing up the right engine. It appears so. Boop. And according to this, 966 should be plenty to land, and then we should have plenty to get back off. I think we're in good shape. We want to point retrograde. Get a little distance. We'll be back. Don't you worry. And we'll just take it down to the surface, I think. Now China, I believe, was aiming for something sort of kind of off kilter, kind of up in the northern, like one of the northern parts. They were looking for a specific area to get samples from that nothing else that had gone to the moon had gathered from. I forget the names of it, but you know, it's some like one of these weird crater fields or whatever. But oh geez, sometimes this game does this. It's I need to zoom back in. There we go. But it looks like we're coming down in a decent spot. Down we go! Oh yeah, you know what? Let's just aim for that big ass crater. Or maybe not. I don't know. don't know what altitude we're going to be at when we get there. Whoa, rendering. Let's pop our little legs out. Brrr. So yeah, it's at this point according to the stuff I read about this is that at this point certain cameras and lasers kick on and it starts scanning the surface, making sure it's not like landing in a weird crater. It wants to find a flat spot and it's scanning and it's taking pictures and you know, making sure there aren't huge boulders nearby as it gets closer. Again, all done with computers and no pilots. Chinese Space Agency just sitting back and watching it happen. $500. Almost 600. We should probably start burning off this acceleration. So we're getting close. This engine's very fuel efficient, but it's not very powerful, so it takes us a second to rid ourselves of this lateral velocity. Oh, I don't know if we want to land in that crater. I think we want to try to go as directly down as possible. That's probably good. Maybe a little more. Just go directly down. It also does this, where it turns itself upwards so that the cameras are facing down, and it still has a little bit of lateral velocity, so it's scanning while it's moving a bit sideways to like find the perfect spot before it makes its final adjustments. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Coming down a little hot. That's fine. Where are we from the altitude terrain? 1000. God, engineer redux is so much more helpful than the freaking stock stuff from KSP. Fuel's looking okay. Speed's looking okay. Just gonna point it directly down. We don't seem to be on too bad of a hillside. Gently, gently, gently. Whoa. 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 Careful. Careful. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my good gracious Jesus. Oh my cheese and crackers. Whew. I can't believe. Cannot believe. I cannot believe we frickin' did it. Pachi Pachi. So we did a quick save. Quick save. Let's do it again. Because we're a nervous person. And so now we're gonna. In KSP, these actually drill for resources. They're not like science things, but they're representative of. Pachi Pachi Pachi. They're representative of the sampling that the machine does, because it does do a little core sample, like drills into the ground, pretty much like that. Does a little core sample, and it has a little scoop, which the KSP doesn't have a scoop, but the other one we're pretending is a scoop that takes stuff from the surface. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So we're gathering our samples, which will then be loaded into our upper part. So retract the drill. How's our staging? This looks fine. This looks fine. Retract the drill. We've taken our samples. Our samples are good. Everything's going well. And just quick save again. And should we wait for it, or should we just try to catch up with it? I mean, I'm pretty sure... Which way are we rotating? Are we going to fall into the dark? I don't want that to happen. We're getting a little close to the dark, but that's fine. We'll... Whoa! You okay? Yeah, we're okay. We're fine. It's just saw the thing at the bottom spaz out for a second. Yeah, I think we'll try to meet up again with the doohickey. Sorry, F5 again. Constant F5ing at this point. We will cut this engine off. We'll fire up this way. Which direction are we going? Is it 90? I think it's 90. Should be 90. Get ready for that. Have the SAS on. All right. Got our samples. We're gonna meet up. We're gonna meet up back with our orbiter. Very much in the same way as the Apollo missions did. Oh jeez. Ugh. Oh jeez. Why did it not? Why did it do that? Bye-bye, lander. It's up to us now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this tiny little bugger. Look at this. Look at this weird little bastard with its samples on board. Head cannon. Yeah, this might take a second. I'm using the Ant engine, the tiniest engine in the game. So it's not the strongest, but it's very fuel efficient. Should get us there. Again, if I was able to do the angles and the math better, I'd be able to meet up with this thing perfectly, but I think we're just gonna have to wing it. You don't need wings in space? Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Is this an engine for ants? Yes. This is literally the ant engine. It is an engine by and for ants. Can we get that closer? Whoa! Holy shit! 3.3 kilometers. Oh, that's pure luck. Wait, no, I'm a genius. That's actually really good. I'm almost panicking now because I don't want to screw that up. We wanna... Can we do it like this? This? Get our node just right? 5.1... Speaking of squinting, sun's right in our eyes. Huh? Actually, that might require an additional rotation. You know what? Maybe we don't need a node. Maybe we'll just wait till then and try to just match speeds and then go from there. Because we have fuel. I'm not too worried about the fuel. A fuel. We have our electric charge is fine. It's a bit of a funky arc. But since we're going out far, we'll slow down. Then it'll catch up underneath us. Catch up right around there. We're matching. We're coming close. We're coming close. Target. On target. And we should go... Which marker are we supposed to go to? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Ooh. No wait, it's this one. Because we want to... Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. Alright, so we should be going the same speed as the thing. Where's the thing? I have it targeted. Where is it? Where are you, bastard? Oh, jeez. Maybe we have to get closer. Still plenty of fuel. Still, like, over half a tank. We're doing just fine. Which way are we pointing? This way. So it should be this way. Sometimes it takes a little while for the indicator to... Hello? Are you there? How close are we supposed to... 0.3? I mean, we should see it soon. I don't know why it's not... 30 seconds. Oh, this is always a difficult part of KSP is waiting on that frickin' indicator to show up. Sometimes it wants to, sometimes it doesn't. They're so close now. Are we there? Where is it? Can we switch to it? Oh, there it is. It's close enough for me to switch to it. Again, why is it not popping up? I don't want to crash into it. Maybe now might be a good F5 time. Just in case I... It's 0 kilometers. It's entirely possible. I could just crash into my own ship at high speed. "34 seconds. Are you there? Oh, there it is. There it is. little too much. Actually, let's see. Hey! Hey! Long time no see! How's it going, buddy? How's it going? Ah, perfect. Alright. Control from here. Set as target. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Thankfully we're in the sun for this, so we don't have to worry about the batteries. We're getting there. Point you towards you. Point you. Towards you. Yes, yes, yes. Now we don't have RCS, so we're just gonna have to like rely on engines to like be accurate enough for this, which is always a little scary. Get our markers over top each other. Point 2 seems fine. You right? You're right? Alright. I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Very dramatic shot. Uh, hey! Oh my frickin' god. I can't believe we frickin' did it. F5 immediately. Yay! Oh my goodness gracious. Our samples are now, and there's Kerbal in the background, just to like make it look even cooler. Our samples from the surface are now being put in our little pod here in the middle. Yeah, it kind of just chonked right in there, didn't it? Just bunk. I guess it's because they're so lightweight. Like the bigger ships in KSP have a problem docking where they wiggle around a lot, but when they're so small like this, they're just like BAM! Alright. So, again in our headcanon, we should be transferring stuff from here into this thing. Now, the other cool thing about this is that that entire giant rocket we built, and we got our service module and everything. Let's make sure this, yes, this is full of fuel. All of this is going to get dropped away, and we're just going to have our tiny little return pod. Because if we want to just put that away. We don't need that. If we want to look at our thing again, the only thing that comes back, whoop, the only thing that comes back is that tiny little bugger with the parachute. And that's all we're going to have. So that's the plan. So we're going to just drop all of this and have the tiniest little return thing with only moon stuff inside it. Whoop. Put that back. So we have our F5. Let's, this time we can wait till a good departure. Oh, we might as well just, like, spin this crap off. So let's just check our staging here. So we're gonna break this. Fire up this. We're gonna probably undock this. Will 2 undock that? Will 2 still work? Well, we F5'd. Let's just do it. Whee! Oh, jeez. I'm getting dizzy. No. Oh. Oh, God. Let me click on the right thing. Decouple. Decouple node. Wait, that's not working. There we go. We'll spin this guy off. Boom! Oh no, that wasn't right. That was wrong. Frickin' staging. Sorry guys. Take two. Take two! Maybe what we should do is this. So we don't need this. What we want is this. What we need to just undock. And then we'll hit this. We'll hit undock and we'll hit the space bar at the same time. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. So we have our sample. It's fine. So we got rid of our little extra bits there. And now we're ready for our triumphant return to Kerbal with our science, with our rocks. And honestly, we still even have another decoupling to do because this thing even drops the tiniest engine it uses to get back to Earth. So what I think we do. Whoop. We got 937 meters per second left. It's plenty of delta V. Plenty of delta V. Yes. Oh, oh, hello? Whoops. Hello? What happened? Hello? Oh. Where are we? 71. You know what? That's good. It's probably perfect, actually. Just our little itty bitty buddy. Just our tiny little buddy. How much shit did I eat away? I don't... Everything. Everything except this. Which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tiny parts. Just leave it all behind. We're going for efficiency here. We just want to get the samples back. We did leave some debris in orbit around the moon. Again, sorry about the space pollution, but what are you gonna do? Get rid of that. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. That puts us in the atmosphere. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And away we go. Thank you for the rocks and dirt, Mun. You gave us a... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. I hope I'm oriented right. All my electric charge just disappeared. Okay, it's back. Oh! That could have been bad. I forgot this thing has like no battery on it. It only has a little internal battery for the Hujima what's it from this thing. Whole mission could have gone bad right then. I think we're okay though. I think we're okay. We're okay. Coming home. Oh, it is in the dark though. Oh dear. But I mean, we're not gonna have any charge anyways. As long as we have our re-entry good enough. Let's have 5 right here. Why not? I'm landing on the dark side again, but honestly, the re-entry stuff on the dark side's fine. Looks good. Middle of the night, just like flaming thing shooting across the sky. But I think we're okay. I think we'll just like fire retrograde. Just burn up all the rest of the fuel as soon as we like barely touch the atmosphere. See how that works. Just kill off all the speed we can. Oh my god. 9, 8, 7. Bam, atmosphere. Okay. Okay, quickly. Retrograde. Retrograde. Flip around. Full force. Kill that speed. Kill it off. Kill it all. Kill them all and let God sort them out. Alright. Well, that's our fuel. 54, I think. Oh my god, if this works out, I'm gonna piss my entire pants if this works. But we do now drop our... Oh, it's a little hard to see. I'll highlight them. We do now drop from here. Drop that engine off. We have our heat shield. Our electric charge is a problem. It actually is a problem. Doesn't seem to matter if I have the SAS on or not. Oh, jeez. The electric charge, please. Please hold. Electric charge, hold. Hold. No. Don't do this now. Don't do this to me now. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Point retrograde. What are you doing? Oh, dear. We might lose this right at the end. Ah! What the f... What was that? What was that? No, we're gonna run out of electricity! Unless we slow down enough, like right now. We might have to hit these drogue chutes too early and... 6, 5, 4. We're not killing enough speed. Oh dear. This could be bad. Might just hit these drogues at like just the last second and just see if they work. 6, 5, 4, 3. Alright. We're out of power. We are out of power, everybody. Oh, we're flipping. No, we're not flipping too bad. We're not overheating too much. Did I destroy the chutes? Are they destroyed? It says it's unsafe to deploy, but we deployed them anyways. Because we ran out of energy. Are they gonna pop? Or is it already ruined? Ooh, getting a little bit of heat there. Oh, I don't know. Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh my god! What? Jeez, what? Is this working? I can't breathe. I'm I'm so nervous right now. I mean, these are just drogue chutes, but it's so small. I see chutes! I don't even know what to say. We're getting there. Okay, drogue chutes. Alright, 16, 15 meters per second. These aren't usually designed for this, but this object is so small it might not matter. I have no power to control it anymore. That we're up to, it's just gravity. It's all up to gravity now. Also, I don't think China intended to land it in the ocean. They probably want to land it on their somewhere in their huge landmass. So that's, yeah, I got no control over this. This is 14. 14, I hope this thing doesn't. Three, two, one. Please don't explode on impact. It did explode it exploded the heat shield. It did explode the heat shield. But the sample container is... The sample container is intact, everybody! The sample container is intact. We did it! We got it back! We lost the heat shield, but you know what? It was probably really hot and just burnt up, just like sizzled away when it hit the water. We got the sample container. That's the important part. Sorry, Deskun. I'm sorry, Deskun. Oh my God! I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh, wow. I didn't think I was going to do this all in one session. I mean, it was a long session, but I didn't think I was going to do it all in one. Holy shit. That is so rewarding. That is so rewarding. Oh, boy. I don't even know what to say. I'm just, oh. We did it. I cannot believe it. We did the mission in one session. Oh man. That was exhausting though. Oh boy. Well, I don't even know what to say now. I'm at a loss for words. I guess we'll switch to this. Thank you for watching. I don't know what to say. Oh my goodness. That was incredible. I was so... With all the changes KSP has had over the years. I could still manage to build a mission in... Well, 4 hours, to be fair. This is a long one. But we did our tests, we made sure it could return, we did a lot of building, and then the final mission, it actually fucking worked. I cannot believe it actually fucking worked. But it did. Thank you for watching. Here's our schedule's back, should be back on schedule. Last week kinda got all screwed up. But it should be fine this week. We'll have our tomorrow we'll do our Metal Gear Rising per usual. I'll be glad to get back into that game. That's a fun one. And I have to construct a new Steam roulette. And by the way, yeah, I did. I don't know if anybody saw on Twitter, but I did buy another Christmas bundle with like it says 40 games, but I think I already own about 10 of them. so let's say 30ish new games or something. So there's a whole you know, I think we're over the 200 mark of games. So there's plenty of Steam roulettes to do. We'll do Metal Gear Rising. I don't know how long that game is. I think if I remember, it's not that long, but that's fine. We'll keep playing that. And we might do things like this, where we just for funsies, if something happens, might just ambush you. This wasn't exactly a great ambush, but might ambush it with a stream. But my heart's still pounding. Anyway, thank you for watching. So we will switch back to our hold screen. Hang on. We'll take these guys away since we're done with that. Boom. And so yeah, thank you for watching. Good night to everybody. Good luck. My send off, of course, as usual, is we hope to see you again. We hope to see you again. For more Surly Joy playing games, usually badly, but today, like a goddamn expert. All right, all right. We hope to see you again. Goodbye. Goodbye. Love you. Goodbye. Bye. Hello and welcome to. Oh, God damn it.